Hey guys, Boris Savransky here, and lately I have actually been getting a lot of inquiries on Facebook, friend requests and messages about my story. Tell me your story, what's your story, we're interested in hearing your story. Now, what I decided to do is put my story in, I guess, a series of videos. And the reason why is because, well, it's a long story. And instead of boring you with it for an hour and a half, I decided to create little pieces of it here and there to give you an overall picture. Now, I promise you that you will be thoroughly entertained, or I'll try my best to do that, so you're not bored, right? This is going to be a beautiful story about a 0 to a billion in about 5 seconds. Now, I'm kidding, of course, about the billion. I'm not a billionaire, but I do play one on TV. So check out the story, and maybe you can become a billionaire actor like I am. But anyway, I'm not going to start from when I was born, and and my mom really took me in because my real parents gave me away. None of that stuff is real or relevant. However, what I will tell you is a little story that happened maybe, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 years ago, that I actually did to try to motivate myself and take myself to where I wanted to go. And hopefully with these stories, as I tell you about myself, you'll be able to take something and use it in your life to take your life to where it is that you want to go. So that's the idea here. And what I'm going to do is just jump inside the story and continue on in other videos as we come along. Now I'm standing here in my underwear. I hope you could see it. My wife is the editor of all my videos. So if she decides to cut it out, sorry. However, she is a fantastic editor, a little bit of a plug-in. She is a fantastic editor, and she does work with marketers. So if you're actually looking for somebody really, really professional and absolutely beautiful, hey now, this is the person. Just get in touch with me. I'll put you two together. Anyway, back to me. What ended up happening a long time ago, maybe 12, 13, 15, I don't remember, years ago, is I quit my corporate job and decided to take it, to do it and try it on my own. Now, I've had a lot of ups and downs. I've actually reached my millions and fell down to minus, below zero. However, at this particular stage of the game, I was somewhere in between. And to keep myself motivated and keep myself in the idea or concept of the world of why I left in the first place, so I don't forget, so I keep myself motivated and I push myself and do whatever it takes, what I actually used to do is jump on the subway, because that's what I used to take to work out of I'm in New York, so that's the fastest way to get anywhere pretty much because of all the traffic. So I jumped on the subway even though I had nowhere to go. I had no job. I worked from home. In the morning, I woke up, I dressed myself, I got myself a cup of coffee on the way, and I got on the subway and I went about halfway to where I used to go to work. And then I jumped on the train going back home and I went back home. And I did this for many, many reasons. One of the reasons that I did this is because I wanted to see and feel what it is that I left. You see, I looked at these trains as like containers or caravans of bodies that take robots from one place to another and then kind of bring them back. These mindless robots. Now, I'm not trying to put anybody down. I used to be one of those mindless robots. However, I needed to see it over and over with my own eyes for a period of time to remind myself of where I did not want to go, where I did not want to go back to, and make sure that I do whatever it takes to truly get to a point of where I really want to go in my life. So for many years, I've done, well, I shouldn't say for many years, definitely for many months, but many, many years ago, I've done this every single morning. And I actually used the time creatively. Not only did I watch my surroundings and watch the people and make sure that I truly understand and grasp the concept of, this is not for me. I also listened to a lot of books, a lot of audios, a lot of people, such as Tony Robbins, for example, in order to truly get my personal development going. I mean, I didn't just sit in the subway and do nothing. I listened, I used the time to develop my skills, I develop myself, educate myself, and at the same time, watch the people and let's be honest here, the misery that was in the morning surrounding me with all these people trying to get to somewhere that they don't want to be at, only to come back and kind of be drained and go to sleep after that. So this is a little bit of what I've done at some point in my life to truly motivate myself and give myself this fire to do whatever it takes to really get to where I want to go, which is a billion-dollar person on TV. Wink, wink, right? So what I wanted to share with you in this particular story is you should find something that really will light a fire under your feet and really keep you going in the darkest moments. Whenever you just want to quit, it's not working for you, you just want to give up, keep yourself motivated with whatever works for you, and you will absolutely get there. You know why? Because most people fall an inch short from their success. 3 inches from gold, 3 feet from gold, wherever that story in that book is all about. That's what I'm trying to tell you to do, because it certainly worked for me. And I hope you can use this and come up with something that will really, really work for you. Now, this is a very short version of my story, at least part of my story. In the next video, I promise you it's going to be a lot more entertaining. It's going to be my version of The Wolf of Wall Street, because I actually have a very similar story as Mr. Jordan Belfort, The Wolf of Wall Street, except my, let's just say, heights weren't exactly as high as his was, but the life was pretty wild. So I'll tell you all about it, or at least in a big chunk of it, in my next video. So definitely stay tuned for the next video that's going to be covering what it is that took me from where I used to be to where I am today, and hopefully give you something, in those stories as well that you can use for your life and get to where you want to get. All right? So again, my name is Boris Savransky. I hope to be entertaining with you in every single story, motivate you, inspire you, and hopefully give you something that you can use for yourself. I'll see you in the next video. The Wolf of Wall Street, BS style, premieres next week. How about that? All right, see you then.